God's rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. And I'm just like,
only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this video. My name is Victoria Marie, and welcome. We are doing we're doing something different. Usually I make content centered around, you know, lifestyle, mom content, etc. But today we're talking about the other half of my life, corporate America. If you cannot tell by the title of this video, your girl, in fact, got a new job, you guys. If you have been following me for a while, you know how much I complain about my previous job. Listen, was very blessed. The bills were paid, but But yes, so let's talk about it. I will insert clips from different jobs that I interviewed for, applied for, and I will give you the whole breakdown of everything. So just for background, if you don't know, I have my bachelor's and my master's degree in healthcare administration. I have worked in healthcare for about 5 years. I was a population health specialist. Well, no, I started as a population health intern, then a population health specialist, then quality data specialist, analyst, and then now I'm a quality improvement specialist. Nonetheless, if you want more about that, let me know in the comments and we can talk about it, because healthcare administration is such a broad major and you can do so much with it within healthcare. So if you want more information about that, feel free, leave me a comment, we'll talk about it. So where am I going next? I am now a program administrator for a residency program. Super excited. It's something different. In my previous role as a quality improvement specialist, I dealt with insurance, insurance companies, like our quality numbers, etc., so on and so forth, and I got tired of it. I did not enjoy it. It became a headache. So I'm moving on to a program administrator. I do have my notebook, so I wrote down some notes. So we're going to talk about the process. So I applied for this job on January 27th, I believe. Yes, January 27th. I had my first round interview on February 6th, and then my second round February 11th. And then I really feel like they wanted me, but the program I interviewed for was a very intense program, and because I'm kind of new to the residency side of healthcare, I guess they wanted me to interview again. So I interviewed with the program director for the smaller program on the 17th, and I think about 2 to 3 days later I did receive my offer, and I counter offered it. We met in the middle, and yeah, and that's how it really went. So throughout this process, I applied to about maybe, like, I'm gonna say 50 to 60 to between 50 and 70 jobs. When I tell you the automatic rejections, being ghosted, oh y'all, I got ghosted. You guys will see that as well. I got ghosted, interviews but not chosen. So it's a process, and we all know, like, right now the job market is horrible. So I really just wanted to hop on and just give, you know, just a few words of encouragement. If you are in the process, if you hate your job, you don't like it, I've been where you are, trust me. I just wanted to say, keep your head up, keep trying, and don't give up, because what my dad and my mom always used to tell me, you're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear that one yes. And that's what happened to me. It was no, oh, you were a good candidate, but we went with someone else. No, XYZ. So nonetheless, keep your head up, keep going, keep applying, keep showing up. Do not get discouraged. Listen, I have my timeline was I started applying for jobs at the end of 2024. So from 2024 until literally what was that, February, I think, like February when did I get my offer? February 19th. February 19th is when I got my offer. So from mid 2024 till February 19th, 2026, I was applying for jobs like crazy because I wanted to get out of there. I really did, you guys. Oh my goodness, I wanted to skedaddle. But nonetheless, you know how they always say, you think something is for you but God has other plans, and that's how I really felt, because you guys will see it in the clips to come. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clips. I think I've been talking for what, like 5 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and run the clips and you guys can see what I went through, and I'll be back. I just had my pre-screen call for the quality coordinator position and it went amazing. Oh my goodness, it went amazing, y'all. I applied for the job on a Tuesday and the director of quality reached out to me on Thursday, and I was like, dang, that's crazy, that's really fast. But all good things. The call went great, it went amazing. I was super nervous, but once I started talking, everything just started flowing together and fell into place. It's amazing. So I do have like 2 more rounds. I have to do a kind of like a formal interview with, like, I think a few of the leadership team and probably the manager, and then from there I have another interview with the peers, I guess, that I will be working with day to day. So yes, like, I'm so excited, and I will keep you guys updated. So hopefully, prayerfully, you guys, you know I'm big on manifestation. So it is March 5th. I had my pre-screen call March 5th. Matter of fact, no, let me give you the timeline. So let's do the timeline, you guys. I applied for this job on February 25th. Yes, I applied for this job February 25th, and I got an email on February 27th. My pre-screen call was today, March 5th. So I'm gonna say that my next interview will be sometime either next week or the following week, and I think the second round might be the end of March. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we are gonna say that I will be starting my new job as quality coordinator. I'm gonna say either April 7th or April 14th. That is where we're gonna see with that. So I'm doing an update because I did start filming my like job hunt journey. So the last time I had an update, it was March 5th. I had my pre-screen interview for a role that I applied for, and you know, I was really hopeful about it. Like when I did the pre-screen call, me and the director, we were just talking, really engaging, and it was good conversations. And she really made it seem like, well, she told me, she was just like, okay, I'm gonna move you to the next round of interviews. This one would be like kind of like a panel, probably about 2 to 3 people, and then from there you do the peer interview. And I'm just like, okay, bet, cool. So I'm thinking, I got this in the bag. Because she said after the peer interview, an offer would be made. I'm just like, okay, bet, cool. She was like, oh, you should hear something in the next few days, or next week or so. Didn't hear anything back. So 2 weeks, and so it was on a Wednesday, and I sent like my thank you on a Thursday. So then I waited 2 weeks before I sent a follow-up. Nothing. I've heard nothing. I sent my follow-up, I think like 2 weeks after I sent the thank you. So with that, I was just like, okay, bet. Now here it is. It's April 7th. It's been literally a whole month since I've heard anything. So it was kind of disheartening because of the fact that I was very interested in that role. And for me to apply for a job, I have to be interested in it. Even though I'm trying to leave my current situation, Lord knows I am ready to leave that place. I'm not gonna apply to another job that doesn't interest me, because I'm gonna be bored and I'm gonna want to leave that job. So it was kind of disheartening a little bit. I may send like my final follow-up sometime this week. I don't know if I just need to just say F it and put it in my rear view and just keep looking. I've been applying for jobs. I've been applying for jobs. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze again. But yeah, I've been applying for jobs every day. all I've been getting since I've been applying is rejection. And I can't remember if I told you all, but I do have my bachelor's and my master's degree in healthcare administration. So healthcare is where I'm at. I'm on the quality side of healthcare, and I really do like it. But yeah, it's kind of hard. How they say, it's kind of hard to get a job with no experience, and especially if nobody wants to give you a chance. So that's a very disheartening part about it, because when I tell y'all I'm so ready to leave my current situation, I literally got, it's story time, I literally got written up last week for low productivity. But how can you give me low productivity when y'all never set clear expectations on what we should be doing in the first place? And I just do not like the company that I'm at anymore. And this is why I said I'll just document this journey, but I won't post about it, because you just can't trust people, and you don't know whose desk your video might end up on. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I have bills to pay. I got kids to take care of. So it is what it is at this point. So I'm back with another update, you guys. So you all know I have been documenting my job hunt journey in hopes that when I do post this will encourage someone not to give up. So here we are. It is April 22nd. I don't know the last update that I gave. So the last update might have been, let me check my phone, because I did send my final follow-up for the job that I had the pre-screen for. Ghosted, never heard anything back. So the last one I sent was on April 8th. It is April 22nd. So from March 5th all the way to April 22nd. After March 5th, when I had my pre-screen, you know, the next day I sent a thank you. I didn't hear anything back. I think I gave it like 2 weeks. Sent another follow-up and didn't hear anything back. Waited another 2 weeks. And then I sent my final one, and I said, you know what, I'm putting it in the back of my mind, in my rear view. Clearly it wasn't for me. It is what it is. I was hurt because, like I said, I really was interested in that job, and it really piqued my interest. So boom, whatever, cool. So I went back. I mean, I was still applying for jobs, but now I was still applying for jobs, but that's the one I kind of like had my mindset on. But cool, whatever. Apply for some more jobs. Rejection left and right. So like one day I was doing something, and something was just like, just pull out your computer and go look on Indeed. So I went on Indeed, just scrolling, saved a few, and then one for an office manager popped up, and I was just like, why not? Because, you know, my whole thing for 2025 is bet on yourself, believe in yourself, get rid of the self-doubt. So I'm just like, I'm gonna apply for it, because that's kind of sort of like my end goal. My end goal is to be in management and then move up to leadership, and then so on and so forth. That's the goal for me anyways. But I'm just like, I'm never gonna get the experience if no one takes a chance on me. So I was just like, you know what, okay, apply for the office manager position. I did on a whim, didn't think much about it, literally just apply, and left it at that. I applied for that job April 17th. So yesterday, April 21st, a few days later, I'm just, you know, sitting in traffic, doing what I do. I see you have a message on Indeed, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, because when I saw it at first I was like, oh man, another denial, here we go, whatever. And then I read the email, and it's like, oh, the hiring managers have reviewed your resume. They would like to bring you on for an on-site interview. Who, me? Okay. And it makes me feel good, because clearly you see my resume, and clearly you see that I don't have any management experience. However, I have all the other qualities of it. So I'm just like, cool, maybe this is my chance. And that's why I always say, and I'm gonna say this, because it's been sitting heavy on my heart, because I've seen it a lot throughout the last few weeks. Basically, you know, people say God, you know, God's rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. And I'm just like, okay, I hear you, Lord. Because like the job that I applied for was a quality coordinator role, and I'm just like, okay, that would have like taken me a step further. You know, okay, I'm a quality improvement specialist now. Next, quality coordinator. From quality coordinator, quality manager. Cool, work my way up. But maybe that just wasn't, that's not my steps. I know I really wanted to be in management, so I'm just like, okay, well, office manager, get my feet wet. Cool. So I'm waiting for them to confirm my, and I really hope it's not like a scam. Not a scam, but I mean it's from like a reliable, it's on Indeed. And yeah, so I'm waiting for them to confirm it, and if so, they either gave me the option of doing April 24th or April 29th. I was gonna do April 29th because it's farther away, and it will give me time to like kind of prep everything. But then I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be at a conference for work, so I'm just like, can't do it that day. So I was like, I have no choice but to do the 24th. So I chose the 24th at 9:30. So I'm waiting for them to send me a response back to confirm it. Fingers crossed. So we technically have today and tomorrow to kind of I'm back with another update. Well, it's not really an update, but yes, an update. So my interview is confirmed for tomorrow at 9:15. Super nervous. Now I came on here to kind of sort of just rant, just a little rant about my job. Y'all, when I tell you, like, if I could cry, I would. I absolutely hate my job. It sounds so bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful that I have a job. Yes. But I absolutely hate my job. And I was talking to a friend earlier today, and she told me, she's like, what sucks is that I can see the joy leaving from you. Because once upon a time, I enjoyed my job. I loved going to work because I was learning stuff. But now it's just, I'm just stagnant. I don't like it. I don't feel like I'm growing anymore. And I feel like that's why I'm so like ready to go. All right, y'all know what time it is. It is time for an update. So while I was at work today, the company reached back out to me because one, I forgot to put my middle name on my application because I never put my middle name, always skip it. And then I was missing the phone numbers of my current company and my previous company. So boom, sent them that. And then, you know, I'm sleeping in my car on my lunch break, minding my business. My phone says, it was one of my references that I put down. And he was like, hey, I just want to let you know, XYZ company reached out to me. And I'm just like, oh, how did they get it? He's like, it went well. So then I sent the other two people a text message saying, hey, just be on the lookout. They may be reaching out to you. They was like, yeah, they called me this morning. I got you, blah, blah, blah. So I guess after they got the final word for my final reference, they, they sent me an invite for my working interview. So the next interview next week is a working one. So I'll work with the staff hands-on, I guess, so they can get the feel of me, XYZ. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really feel like this is it. I feel like this is my way out of my current situation. I feel like this job is gonna pave the way for me in the future. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, update. So I think last I updated you guys, I told you all I did get selected for a working interview. So here we are. It is May 6th or 7th, one of the 2 days, I'm not sure. I just got home from my working interview. I worked with the staff from 8 to 3. I think it went really well. I'm hoping that basically a working interview honestly is basically if you pass a vibe check, if you vibe with people basically. So I sat with front desk for 2 hours. I sat with the clinical staff for 2 hours. And then I sat with the practice manager of that actual site. And I sat with her for like 2 hours. So I think it went fairly well. Hopefully by next week, I have another update for you all. Y'all, afternoon. So I have been documenting my job hunt journey. I think I started sometime in the beginning of the year. And I'm not sure if I updated you all about this current job hunt. So I applied for this position back in October. For hindsight, it is December. I applied for this job back in October. I got an interview. So I made it through first rounds, and first round was with the HR recruiter. I made it to the second round, which was with some associates and the regional director of the position that I applied for. And not only that, I found out on Tuesday that I made it to the third and final round. So the third and final round, after meeting with the regional director, they pick their top 2 people. So I was the top 2 pick. So it's me and someone else that has to interview with the CEO of the South Atlantic region and the COO. You guys, I am so happy because I feel as though it is my time. I am very confident. I do not want to sound cocky or anything. I feel very confident that I got the job. I feel like the job is mine. I do. And I'm really excited to see what's to come, because this position is it's a leadership and development program, but it's also a job, and it's molding you and preparing you to be a manager of any healthcare facility that may need a manager at the end of your program. So with that being said, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see what the program offers and where I will be this time next year. So I'm really excited, and I just want to update you guys, and hopefully by the end of December or the end of the first week of January, I have an update, and I hope it is an update saying I got the job. Good morning, you guys. So I come bearing bad news. So I think in a few of my vlogs, I have been posting about, the job that I've been interviewing for. Did 3 rounds of interviews. Sadly, I did not get the job. And yeah, I am very disappointed. I really feel like I had it in the bag. Like, I was like, oh, this job is mine. I got it. And it's just really disheartening, because I was very optimistic. Like, I just knew I had that job in the bag. But I guess, how do people say, it just wasn't for me, and I guess that just wasn't the job that I thought I wanted. But I guess God has other plans. He was like, no, girl, that job wasn't for you, and that's okay. I found out yesterday, but I had to kind of like feel my feels. I had to let the feelings like resonate, because I was very disappointed. I was pissed off, and because if a lot of you have been on this journey with me and my rants about my current job, don't get me wrong, I'm very blessed that I have a job and that I can pay my bills and stuff. But honestly, like, I hate my job. I am thoroughly depressed working there. But it is what it is. I just want to give you guys an update about it. So back on the journey hunt. I applied for 2 jobs yesterday. I already got that automatic denial for 1, of course. So back on the hunt. Talk about jobs. As y'all saw in the previous clips, I've informed you all that I did not get the job that I applied for. 3 round interviews, I didn't get the job. But nonetheless, God's rejection is redirection, because guess what? Your girl had a job interview last Friday. Let's get the dates together. I had a job interview on February 6th, so last Friday, and I believe it went fairly well. And then yesterday I got an email from the I got an email from the director of the program, and she is moving me to the second round. So I'm meeting the program director of the program that I will be hopefully working in, that I'll be the program administrator for. So I will be interviewing with technically who will be my boss, quote unquote. So I meet with him tomorrow, and then also your girl got another job interview tomorrow. I have 2 interviews. I have my second round interview for the program administrator role, and then I have a 45-minute phone interview for this job. It is for practice performance advisor. So yeah, right now I'm really torn, like, because I really want the program administrator role is my number 1 choice. That is what I want, because I do enjoy going to the office. Now, I'll be like, I want to work hybrid, I want to work hybrid. But the practice performance advisor is kind of hybrid. So not hybrid, it's remote. And I'm just like, I think I would go crazy working remote. Not really, but I do enjoy going to the office. I like getting up, getting cute, getting dressed, you know, seeing people and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. But the program administrator role is my number 1 choice. I have fought hard to like get to this point, because I recently, like previously, I applied for this role twice. And one thing I hate now is like the new, you know, the AI systems. You have to tailor your resume to get through the system, and then hopefully you get to the recruiter. So I got denied like twice. Didn't even get passed. So with that being said, third time is a charm. So I feel like the job is mine. Okay, like I was real optimistic for the other one, but deep down inside, I don't think that job was meant for me, actually, now that I sit back and think about it. But the program administrator role, I strongly believe that is the job for me. Different stepping stone. It'll get me away from, you know, quality improvement within healthcare. This one will actually put me over a program, something that I've always wanted to be over a program, like a program. And I'm very type A. Like with my job right now, like I just never know what I'm gonna be doing like when I go to work. And I don't like that. I like something that's cut and paste. I'm okay with, you know, pivoting if something happens or whatever, but I need something like I know when I clock in, this is what I'm doing, this is what I have to get done, these are my deadlines. My job right now is so unorganized. You guys, it is interview day. So anyways, I really just came here to show you guys my outfit. It's giving, to me, it's giving more first lady secretary type vibes. But this is shirt. I showed y'all my outfit yesterday. But this is the outfit. This is it. You guys, I am so nervous. Let's talk all things job interview. Okay, so as y'all know, I had my basically like my second round interview for the program administrator role this morning, and nonetheless your girl killed it. Okay, I walked out of there with my head held high, and I was confident. All I did today, I met with, I feel like last Friday was like the people I needed to impress, like the director of the program, then you had the division director, and then on that call you had like the AVP of the program. So that being said, I feel like that was the hardest one. This one was more so of a meet and greet of the program director of the program that I'll be working for, which is emergency medicine. So yes, I met the program director for emergency medicine for that program that I applied for. So with that being said, I felt like it went fairly well. We had great conversations, to me, great vibes. Everything was just, the vibes were good. The vibes were good, okay? And she did say I will be hearing from her very soon, because the next step is supposed to be a virtual interview, like meet and greet of the other program administrators. Do I personally think that's gonna happen? No, I think they might just go ahead and just hire me on, honestly, because they really need a program administrator for that program, like ASAP, no Rocky. But outside of that, everything went well. I feel like I nailed it, and I really do feel like, see, the other job that I talked about earlier in the vlog, I was like optimistic, like, oh yeah, I know I got it, you know, this and the third. This job, I'm delusional. Like, I'm delulu. Like, that job is mine, okay? So now that you all have watched my journey, and that was just a little bit of what I went through. That's not every job that I applied for, because after a while I just kind of got discouraged, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do this. But nonetheless, you guys have seen that it's not easy right now. It is so hard to get a job right now. So one, if you have a job, hang on to it. Two, how the old folks used to tell us, do not quit your job until you have one set in stone. Like, let me tell you, there's so many days I wanted to quit my job, but I'm just like, girl, be smart about it. And then three, just, you guys, again, like I said, keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Hang in there, your time is coming. So nonetheless, I do think I'm gonna make a video on why I was unhappy in my previous role, and when and just signs that you know it's time to leave the role that you are in. Again, my name is Victoria Marie. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding healthcare administration, especially if you are majoring in healthcare administration, getting your bachelor's, your master's, your doctoral, whatever it is, if you have any questions, I mean, if you're getting your doctoral, you don't have no questions. But for my girlies that are, even my guys that are majoring in undergrad or graduate school, and you have questions, leave them for me. Send this video to someone that you know that may need some advice or any help. So again, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Do not forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to like, comment, and subscribe. And we are out.